Yo, what's up guys? Patrick from Better Photo Club here, and I'm so pumped that you made it to our cinematic video cheat codes masterclass. So I just want to really quickly go over who this training is for. Now this training is mainly geared towards beginner to intermediate videographers who want to take cinematic videos without pro equipment. Experienced photographers who never really dove into video and want to start experimenting with videography will also get a lot from this training. So I encourage you to take out a pen and a pencil and take some notes throughout this presentation. Now, even if you're an advanced videographer, I encourage you to stay because I know you'll still get something out of this, because at the end of this video, we're giving away a secret, alright? And the secret is one trick to never deal with shaky video ever again. That sounds pretty cool, right? So before I get into the content and what we're gonna learn in this training, I need to ask you something, all right? You gotta promise me that you're not gonna use these powers for evil. All right, that sounds pretty silly, but the truth is, after taking this training, people are literally taking their first movie grade sequences minutes after hopping off of this training. So just promise me you're not going to use these powers for evil. So here's a really quick list of what we're going to be going over in this training. And of course, as promised, I'm going to be revealing the secret to never deal with shaky video again at the end of this training. So let's dive right into it. So that was a cool little sequence that we recorded on the island of Kauai during a little hike, and all that was spontaneous. Now in this training, we're going to be breaking down that intro sequence and how exactly we recorded it on an iPhone in just one day. So let's get down to it with the first cinematic video cheat code. The first cinematic cheat code is simply to just think before you shoot. One of the easiest things you can do before filming is planning your shot. If you just pull out your phone and press the record button, it might not go as well as if you gave it just a little bit of thought first. Cinematic videos should always tell a story. If your sequence is not telling a story, what you're left with is basically an overproduced montage. Think, what's the main idea of your video? Make sure your clips tie into this main idea. An easy way to do this is by following what we call the Hollywood formula. It looks something like this. Now you might be seeing this and freaking out, but calm down, it's actually a lot simpler than it looks. Trust me, this formula is as easy to pick apart as cotton candy. Let's take my sequence for example. The main idea is hiking for a photo shoot. The beginning is simply hiking along the trail. The middle, clips of passing through high grass. Then you see me pulling in the camera for the rising action, and the climax is reaching the end of the photo shoot. Okay, let's look at my sequence again. See, it's simple. You don't need to be writing any Oscar-winning stories. You just need to tell a story. Alright, that brings us to the next cinematic video cheat code, which is cinematic video cheat code number 2. Take lots of B-roll. B-roll is filler footage, and it's your best friend when making cinematic sequences. B-roll is secondary footage, not of your main subject. You'll find that it's the most versatile type of footage that you can take. You can never have too much B-roll. My favorite use of B-roll is as transition footage. Let's take a look at the B-roll in my sequence. I use B-roll of the sun peeking through the grass and B-roll of the sunset. Having an excess of B-roll also makes editing a breeze. I can't tell you how many times I've been editing a project and wished I had more B-roll. On the other hand, I don't recall any time where I complained about having too much B-roll. So just make your life easier and take lots of B-roll. This clip right here is not considered B-roll because my main subject is in it. On the other hand, this clip here is perfect B-roll because it's just transition footage, not of my main subject. Now, after teaching those concepts, I always like to do a little recap and simplify what we learned so far because let's be real, those aren't exactly the easiest concepts to grasp, and I went over them a little bit fast, and you might be feeling a bit like this. I went over those concepts fast because they're kind of boring, but they still need to be learned. Applying these tricks will instantly sort your films out of the novice pond and into the lake with all the big boys. Okay, so here's the moment you've all been waiting for, the final cheat code to eliminate all shakiness in every single video you take. The final cheat code is to use a camera stabilizer. Look, having an external camera stabilizer will positively impact your videos more than any of the other cheat codes combined. Using a stabilizer or gimbal will instantly make any shot much more smooth. Basically, an electronic gimbal attaches to your phone and automatically keeps your phone stable, resulting in consistent, buttery smooth shots. This shot right here would be almost impossible without a gimbal, and here you can see the dramatic difference. Now look, if you have the hands and precision of a brain surgeon, then I'd say a gimbal is optional, but if you're like most of us, then the only thing standing between you and buttery smooth shots is a gimbal. It's literally a done-for-you solution to making all your shots cinematic. So do you see why using a gimbal is so powerful? If you do, I want to show you something that we've been working on at Better Photo Club for a very long time and finally perfected. This right here is the Cadillac of all mobile stabilizers, the Venture Gimbal 2.0, brought to you by Better Photo Club. Now, I can go on and on about how this gimbal blows all of its competitors out of the water, but that's a topic for another video. Not to mention the positive reviews that are coming in every single day. We actually put together a special package for this training video only. The first thing you're gonna get is the Venture 2.0 gimbal that's worth $297. The next thing you're gonna get is the Gimbal Shot Idea Masterclass. In this class, you're gonna learn the 5 best gimbal shots so you can start using your gimbal like a pro right away. That class has a value of $97. So that means you're gonna get the Venture 2.0 gimbal and the Gimbal Shot Idea Masterclass for a total value of $394. But what else do you need? You need to learn the post-production process to make your films pop. So you're also gonna get the Mobile Color Grading Masterclass. Basically, this class will show you how to make your videos look, well, like this to this, using free software. So that means you're gonna get the Venture 2.0 gimbal, the Gimbal Shot Idea Masterclass, and the Mobile Color Grading Masterclass for a total value of $491. Let's look at this really quick. In the bonus course, we teach you how to get similar results to expensive softwares like Premiere Pro, which is going to run you $250 a year, and Final Cut Pro, which will cost you a hefty $299. So the real world value of the color grading bonus is near $500. If all this package did was teach you how to color grade your films without expensive monthly subscription softwares, would it be worth it? Let's look at a beginner cinematic setup. I use Canon T3i, which is a popular starter camera, a respectable lens, and a manual stabilizer, which by the way is very hard to use, is going to run you well over $1,000. The drawbacks of that setup though is it's heavy, expensive, and nowhere near as portable and compact as a phone and mobile gimbal setup. So for anyone who already has a relatively recent smartphone, a gimbal setup is a no-brainer, not to mention less than 1/10 the cost. So if all this package did was allow you to shoot movie-grade cinematic films until you can afford decent equipment, would it be worth it? You can see why this is a good deal at even $491, and we usually ask for $297. But we wanted to make this as accessible to anyone who stuck around and wants to implement this training into their filmmaking. So we're not even gonna ask for that much. We're gonna cut that price down by another $100. And as always, this package is backed with Better Photo Club's 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If for any reason you're not happy with this gimbal, just send it back and you'll get a full refund. On top of that, we'll even let you keep the bonus courses as a thank you for trying out our product. The only real way to lose here is by missing out on this zero risk investment to instantly take better videos. So here on the screen you see the true risks, but just to prove to you that this is the only done for you solution to take better videos, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into the Gimbal Shot Idea Masterclass, where we literally show you step by step how to take the most cinematic shots with your brand new gimbal. So that concludes the training. I hope you guys learned something new. Remember, this offer expires very soon.